What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pixel Pulse, a video game podcast where in gaming, getting yelled at by a 12-year-old is considered competitive feedback. This is episode 17. My name is Justin Muslimi, and with me, as always, is my good friend Kyle Olson. Kyle, how are you, bud?
Hey, I am doing really good. Got to see the Top Gun Maverick 40th anniversary replay yesterday.
Was it Maverick or was it the first?
It's both. They put both in the theaters. So I
Oh,
saw
they
Maverick
did both.
yesterday. Yeah, and I'm seeing the original this weekend. And yeah, I've been sleeping and flying in jets in my dreams. So we're good.
Well, good, man. It's good to see you today, man. It's good to talk with you.
Yeah, good to be here. You know, I was going to say, I haven't been yelled at by a 12-year-old in a video game in quite some time. And that's mostly because I stopped playing Call of Duty.
Right, that I was saying that
Yeah.
that was the last time I was yelled at by a 12-year-old was in a Call of Duty game. I don't remember which one, but an early one because I stopped playing Call of Duty a long time ago.
Yeah. I can't remember getting yelled at by anybody since having stopped that, which is nice. It's good for my self-esteem.
Yeah, I don't curl up and cry as much anymore at night while I'm lying in bed. You know,
Same.
those episodes are behind me, thankfully. But no, thanks for being able to do this today, Kyle. I know we had to kind of shift our days a little bit.
Because of Top Gun. Sorry about that. But
Fair
as you
enough.
know,
No?
I'm a Top Gun fan. Like I've got Top Gun Collector's Edition right here. That's what this is. And then up here, this is actually a Lego edition of the F-14 Tomcat with Maverick and Goose in it. It's not actually Lego. It's an off-brand, but they are basically Legos.
Those movies are just so. It was crazy. There was so much writing on that sequel, for Maverick, and I was like, no, that movie definitely did do the name justice. Like the to me, the sequel is just as good as the first movie. Like
Yeah,
I love both movies. They're so good, dude.
same. Yeah, dude, I love them too, and it was a lot of fun getting to go back and see it in it was IMAX, and a buddy of mine we had bought tickets like weeks ago when they announced it, and I totally forgot that it was on podcast day. Because I was just like, dude, I'm going to see Top Gun Maverick tonight. And I was like, wait a second, something's not right. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why I texted you, like, dude, can't make it. So we're doing it on a different day. But you know what? I'm glad that we did because there's actually, I sent it to you on Instagram, but there's some like news around GTA 6 potentially that happened today. So now we get to cover that.
Yeah, exciting. In fact, if you want, Kyle, we can just jump right into that if you want.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it because that's probably the one that I'm the most excited about, with the exception of there's one other in there too about Stellar Blade.
Yeah. There's a few things to go over here. Yeah, we'll just get right into it. This comes way of Kotaku, and there was a little slip up by Best Buy, a little slipperoni and cheese. So it would seem they say here that the reports from last week that some of the sort of big exciting GTA 6 news will drop in the immediate future. There have been a lot of rumors too of like when's trailer 3 gonna drop? Is that gonna be gameplay? Which I hope it is, but there was talk of it happening on Tuesday, but that never happened. And like, well, maybe Wednesday. Well, that didn't happen because we're recording on Thursday. And as
Yeah.
of right now, there's still no trailer 3. So the trailer hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I guess marketing is starting to ramp up here, and it's going to get going because apparently there's going to be pre-orders that are going to go live on Monday. Let's see here. I'm trying to read through all the.
And so one of the things I saw too, I don't think it's in this article, but the earnings call. So for Rockstar, the earnings call is supposed to happen like next week. So that's why they're saying it's probably actually really likely that pre-orders and the new trailer will go live as part of that earnings call. So like, hey, earnings call, talk about what we're doing here in the next quarter, and then actually start that quarter with a huge win for pre-orders, trailer, things like that. And I can't wait. Like the 1 billion
Yeah.
projected loss in GDP. I told my wife this. I was like, I'm gonna be part of that number.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
just like rolled her eyes at me, but I was like so proud to say that because I'm definitely gonna
I'm
be
gonna
part
be
of it.
there on this
Yeah,
historic media event.
we're gonna crash the economy while playing GTA 6, man. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a big party on that day.
If the servers can handle it, could you imagine? Everyone quits work for like a day and the servers all crash. We're just like, what the heck, man?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, because apparently some leaked emails. I guess people have been getting emails about the pre-orders going live on Monday. So they've just
Oh,
been screenshotting their email, their email, and just posting it. People all over that Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, which is very, very
uh-huh.
popular. So they're posting it on there. Yeah,
I didn't
but I
get that
guess
email. I get Best Buy marketing emails for garbage, and they didn't send me the
they
leaking
didn't get
one
one either,
about the
Kyle.
one
They
thing that I'm
just,
interested in.
I don't know. We're not in their demographic. I don't know. I don't know why that is. But yeah, the alleged email from Best Buy specifically states that it's for a physical pre-order for GTA 6, and if you purchase the game between May 18th and May 21st, you'll get a small discount. So that also makes me wonder if they're saying that you're going to get a discount. Does that mean it is going to be like $80 or more, like higher than the usual retail? If they're going to offer a little discount, because I wonder if they're going to reveal the game price with the trailer.
Maybe,
I don't know, but
maybe. I'm. I don't know. This is one of those games where it's going to be such a massive game and such a massive release that yeah, I mean it will sting to have a higher price, but it's kind of expected. I think.
kind
Like
of, yeah.
if it hits higher, I mean it is it's expected. So we'll
I
find
wonder.
out real soon.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. The trailer is probably gonna be either tomorrow or Monday, so I could see either or happening. That we're gonna get a new trailer for this game, and
I
it's
hope it's tomorrow, but I'm anticipating next week. I'm thinking because I thought I read that their earnings call was next week, so I would expect it to be in coordination with that.
yeah. So if the pre-order is going up Monday, it'll be Monday, then if not tomorrow. But I don't know.
So here's the thing that is interesting. Um, their earnings call is on the 21st, which should be a week from today, which means that their strategy is one of two things. One, they're gonna launch this thing trailer and pre-orders, and then have something cool to talk about in their earnings call, or they're gonna strategize or tell the strategy in that earnings call, and then do the trailer like on Friday. But based on the leaks, it's looking like maybe it'll be on Monday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, there was a bunch of hubbub or whatever you want to call it we were going to get something big on Tuesday, but that never panned out. And then Game Informer, I don't know if you saw this, Kyle. Game Informer was teasing a cover for next month, and they were kind of they were saying like redacted, 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 and people were saying, "Oh, GTA 6," and they were kind of feeding into it, but it ended up being Blood of the Dawn Walker. And I feel bad for that game
Oh,
because people started like crapping on it, just
oh
because they were
no.
just because they were pissed off, not because of the game itself. They didn't, just because they were just mad that it wasn't GTA 6 and that they kind of got the rug pulled from under them. They feel like
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So I feel bad for that game and those developers because the game truly looks amazing, Blood of the Dawnwalker, and it just I don't know. Game Informer should have been more upfront about that. I think about their cover. They sort of alluded to it was very obtuse, and maybe they should have been more forthcoming with it. But
Yeah, they did not read the room on that one, I guess.
no, so it's just I mean it is what it is. But Game Informer should probably be more careful about that thing because they could bring unwanted negative attention to a certain game.
I mean, they say all publicity is good publicity, right? With the exception of gamers. I feel like because gamers can
Yeah,
get games taken
it's
down.
that definitely isn't the case with games because that publicity is just bad for the game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, as we've seen with a couple of different games as of late.
yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, so we'll see what happens in the coming days. If we'll get a trailer here soon, we should. I'm thinking by the end of May we're gonna get something. So, but we'll find out.
We
Anyway,
bet.
moving on. This is a kind of a smaller story, but I thought it was worth putting in. So there was a little bit of confusion a week ago. Sony had apparently pulled the deals tab from the store, which I did notice. There was no
I
deals.
noticed too. I was like, what the heck? I like to
I'm
window
like,
shop.
yeah, I'm like, where are the deals? So people were kind of, I mean, probably not. I mean, shouldn't have been, but they were panicking, but they were just like, what's going on? We're not gonna have any more deals on on PlayStation anymore. No, it was just Sony doing something on the back end here. This is from MP First, but they even say here after a little bit of confusion and anticipation because Sony silently pulled the deals tab from the PlayStation Store. There is a new sale that's live now. It's
Yeah.
called the Next Level Savings promotion, and there's like 4,500 deals on it. So it was a big nothing burger, nothing to worry about. It
The
was
sale or what they did.
for what they did.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, they say here that the disappearance of the deals tab was just Sony doing something in the back end, like I was saying, and people just kind of blew it out of proportion, thinking that there wasn't going to be any more, sales ever again on PlayStation. So, but no, that wasn't the case. The deals, the big next level savings is here, and there's a lot of deals. So go enjoy. But
A lot of deals I'm seeing in there. I'm just looking at like the high level listings
there
and
is a lot.
everything. Yeah, quite a lot. Awesome.
So yeah, go check it out. And then moving on, I don't know if you're a Dead Space fan, Kyle. There are a lot of them out there, but it seems like, according to a former dev, that Dead Space 4 will never happen because the numbers just aren't there for horror games, which I call BS on that. But yeah, it says here, former Dead Space writer and producer Chuck Beaver doesn't believe Dead Space 4 will ever happen despite the passion of fans of the series. In an interview with FRVR, the Electronic Arts veteran gave his brutally honest thoughts on the prospect of another Dead Space game happening. And he says it's very unlikely. According to Beaver, the numbers just aren't there for horror games, just despite Dead Space's fervent fan base. He believes this is especially true given the staggering cost of modern AAA game development, which has ballooned in recent years following sharp cost of living increases in development hotspots.
Yeah.
So, that definitely is a thing that's happened.
Yep, that's the thing.
Yep, among other economic factors. So he says here, horror games have a bit of a ceiling, and I think the number back in Frank Gibeau, I'm probably butchering his last name, Gibeau. Anyway, it was a former EA vice president. Day was 5 million units to keep us going on Dead Space, he explained. I think the number is like 15 million units now.
Yeah.
Given the that's crazy. The 15 million, that's insane. I don't know.
But what does keep us going mean? Like 15 million, is that like break even, or is that enough revenue where it makes it worth it for them?
The second part, I believe. There's enough where they think it's justified to like keep the series going.
That's a lot of units, because I was going to reference Resident
know it
Evil
is.
and say like Capcom Resident Evil would like a word, but they mention it here towards the end that only a select few horror series can ship millions of copies like Resident Evil. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like there is a huge demographic for the horror games, but I mean at 15 million units to make it worth it, I guess if that's what they have to do, then yeah, I mean that makes it kind of a hard sell.
Yeah, I'm like 15 million. That seems extremely like a bloated number. I'm like, I don't know, but because I don't know if Resident Evil 9's are they ever going to hit that number? 15 million? I mean, that seems, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I know horror games isn't like with the exception of like Resident Evil, isn't like the biggest, most popular market, I guess. For example, I definitely steer clear of horror games because I'm just not into being scared. Right.
Okay,
Quite frankly.
wait. Do you remember Fear,
Yeah,
the
the first
game?
person shooter. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And it was
So
scary.
Fear, what was it? I think it was Fear 2. Did I play the demo? And that game scared the freaking daylights out of me. Like, I don't think I'd ever been more scared playing a video game in my life. That game was, but
That
like,
was yeah.
turned out all the lights, turned up the volume and everything. I mean, that was like, that game was horrific.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really like being scared in video games either, but I mean, some people do.
Apparently a lot of people do.
Need about 15 million of them to make Dead Space happen again.
Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, sorry, Dead Space fans. It's nothing confirmed, but I would say it does cast a shadow of doubt on the series ever making a comeback.
Yeah, that's a lot of copies. I mean, 15 million. Like, let me see here. If they're doing, if they're doing $70 a game, okay, that's basically like $1 billion. If I've done my math right.
I mean, it's
In revenue. So he just said that basically they need to sell like $1 billion worth of video games at $70 a pop.
yeah, which is crazy. That's crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That
that's
can't. I don't know. He mentioned that everyone's kind of looking for that next Fortnite, which I guess because everyone kind of wants that reoccurring revenue. Everyone's kind of like hunting for that right now. That next big
Sony.
Fortnite. So, yeah.
Sony.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to cough?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. They've got a little bit of a Shift Up news with Stellar Blade. So Shift Up says that it's going to publish Stellar Blade 2 instead of Sony. So they want to reach a more broad global audience from day one. It's also actively exploring further platform expansion for the first game, which does fall in line with what they've said previously. There was something that came out. I think there's been reports that they want to bring the first game to Switch 2. So that hasn't happened yet, but they mentioned that sometime last year, that rumor released. But the sequel will not be published by Sony. So I don't know, Kyle. What do you think about that? Is that a W for Shift Up?
I guess it depends because there were a couple of things floating around in this like empty brain space that I have here. One is awesome because more people get to enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I went into it thinking like this is just a game where it's like
Eye candy.
hot girls, yeah, eye candy, hot girls running around in scantily clad outfits, and yes, it is that, but the combat is fun, the story is fun, the acting was cool, like everything about that game was just really well done. Like, yes, the female characters were very much part of it, but I mean that's just like a small part of the game itself. So yeah, getting more people to be able to enjoy it, and not having to maybe cater to what Sony is requiring in the game, and giving the development team maybe some more freedom. I think
More creative freedom. Yeah, I was thinking that
right,
too.
yeah, it may be a win
Yeah.
because like I remember seeing stuff that what is it? They nerfed one of the costumes or a couple of the costumes because Sony didn't want like a certain amount of like her chest uncovered or whatever. So like they had to add like undershirts and things like that. Like and just the creative freedom to like make their game and what
The way
they want to
that
do.
they want. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is a win. Like I really loved that game. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, let's see what they can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a couple other tidbits here is, they did say, too, that the development of the next Stellar Blade game title is progressing smoothly and is on track to meet our targeted quality standards, it said. So, and this was, I remember hearing that sometime last year, too, was they said that they want the sequel to be churned out rather quickly. So we might see a sequel to Stellar Blade maybe even like next year, Kyle.
Yeah.
Which would be like 3 years. 3 years since the first one, which I mean that would be considered pretty. In this day and age, that 3 years is actually really fast.
That's pretty fast. Yeah. Dang, has it been that
Yeah.
long already?
Yeah.
The only thing I did not like about it was the difficulty level and how it ramped up so drastically at the end. Because at the end, I had to dial back from normal to easy because I just could not beat certain bosses, even with like all the equipment and all the specs and everything. It was just, for me, I'm not that great, obviously, but it was really hard. So like for me, I really wanted to beat it on normal, but I had to go back to easy. But I mean, it was so cool. It was such a cool game. So many cool visuals. The combat felt amazing. It was,
Yeah.
They really nailed it.
No, the game looked really nice. It was, the combat was great. I fell off of it, not really because I was like, oh, I don't like this. It's just more, it was a time where I got so busy and there was just so much coming out and my attention was being diverted and required elsewhere, basically. But no, the game visually like stunning and
It even had fishing.
I know.
Like, come
I
on,
didn't
guys.
do any of that,
I mean,
but yeah.
the fishing was actually pretty cool. I definitely did fishing. You can get costumes, or a costume from fishing. I fell off of it actually at the end because I was tired of getting my butt kicked over and over and over again. I was like, no, I got to take a break from this because I'm getting nowhere. So I came back in on easy mode, and yeah, it was really cool. I like it a lot. It reminded me so much of Nier Automata. And I love the collaborations that they did too. Like the collaborations were so good. Oh yeah, it was good game to bring a sequel to.
When I play the game, when I do go back to it, I will probably be playing it on easy mode just because I know I'm gonna get stomped if I don't. So
Yeah.
But so yeah, it's a little bit of shift or Stellar Blade news, but development's going smoothly, I guess, and we might see it. We might see it next year, Kyle. Oh, fingers
I'm
crossed.
hoping for it. I mean, that would be great. Like at least a trailer or some kind of like official announcement.
Yeah, I think
would
we
be
got a
really
trailer
great.
probably this year sometime, if I were to guess.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love that. Just give me something to cling on to while they're working on the story. Because like the way that they leave the story, like depending on what ending you get, I mean, there's so many different directions that they can take the game. Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the world is their oyster.
Yeah, they can go wherever they want really from here. It might just be their. Because I know it sold really good on PC too, better than it did on PS5 even, I believe.
Really?
Which we probably know the reason for that, but. But yeah.
The modding community, yeah,
Right,
dude.
exactly. So they had a field day with that game. I think there was like
I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
2,500 or something like that. I can't remember how many mods, but something like that, and over 1,000 of them were NSFW mods.
Wow, really?
So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so like the sexy female characters did help to sell the game.
It sold the game
on
for
PC.
sure to a lot of people.
But you guys, like seriously, beyond that, like yes, they are sexy female characters, and it's awesome for that reason because like they didn't hide behind the stuff that a lot of game developers are these days, but also the story and combat and graphics and everything else were stellar as well.
Yeah, stellar.
They were stellar.
Yeah, no, it was a very from when I played, there was a lot of depth to it, just to its systems and everything, and just the things that you can do, and
Yeah.
it was cool, man. So
Yeah, it was a great play, and actually one that from time to time, like when I have downtime, I actually am tempted to fire it back up again and like run through it again.
yeah, hey, might as well, man. All right, next up, Kyle, we got a little update for the eBay GameStop buyout, or I should say the eBay buyout from GameStop. But anyway, eBay has rejected the GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen's $56 billion offer to buy the company. They say it's neither credible nor attractive. So, yeah, that was the words that were used. The eBay board of directors said it had rejected GameStop's unsolicited proposal following a thorough review. Cohen had said that if eBay's board had rejected his offer, he would take it directly to shareholders, insisting there is nobody who is more qualified, based on my experience, to run the eBay business. So this guy's pretty confident in his his abilities here, isn't he, Kyle?
Yeah,
and his leadership ability. They say here in response to a letter to Cohen, published in full below, eBay chairman Paul Pressler called the offer neither credible nor attractive. And yeah, the board, with support of its independent advisors, has thoroughly reviewed your proposal and has determined to reject it. We have concluded that your proposal is neither credible nor attractive. We have taken into account such factors as, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to read all that. But, yeah, it's about 2.5 paragraphs here. If you guys want to read it, you can find it.
It's a lot of, I read through it. The funniest and most, sharp piece of this is that he says, we have concluded that your proposal is neither credible nor attractive. Yeah. And then goes on to technical business jargon of we've got business prospects and all these other things. It's so they speared him first and then put in the business jargon to say, these are bullet point items as to why. Yeah,
this thing, we are a strong, resilient business. We've delivered meaningful results and all this stuff. We've strengthened our execution, enhanced our marketplace and seller experience. All that, all that kind of stuff. But our
team remains focused on executing our strategy. I mean, it's good.
So I wonder what his next move is. So is he going to go to the shareholders then? Is that what he's going to do next, I suppose? I suppose that's what he's going to do.
That's what he said, right? Last time he said if it was rejected, he would go to the shareholders individually, which, I mean,
so I don't really understand it, Kyle. Does that mean, so if he goes to them and they say yes, does that mean, he gets to acquire the company?
Well, he'd have to get, the majority of them to agree to it, where he gets that majority stake, but... It's really unlikely. Honestly, I'm wondering if this is more of a publicity stunt than anything else to get GameStop back on the map.
Trying to do something.
Yeah,
get their name out there somehow.
Yeah, the stock thing, it kind of faded, and maybe they're feeling a little bit left out, and so now they're trying to buy eBay and get some publicity around them again.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be because GameStop's kind of they have to do something, because you go into a GameStop and I don't know, man. Mine isn't exactly flooded with people, and there's hardly any games there. I mean, there are games there, but it's turned into so much other stuff, like merchandise.
Yeah,
Pokemon cards,
stuffies and things,
clothing and figurines and pops and. It's, I don't know.
Still smells funny.
Figure it out. What's that?
I said it still smells funny.
Yes, yeah.
But okay. So do you remember the GameStop at the Vanity Fair Mall?
Oh yeah, yep.
When we were kids. Okay, so that one was right next to a Cinnabon, and that one always smelled like Cinnabon.
I remember that.
Yeah. All the other ones probably smell a little bit weird, but that one in particular, it smelled like Cinnabon. It was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times. But yeah, I don't know. GameStop does have to figure it out because its future is looking. I don't know. It's very uncertain.
I mean, there's so much in this article, dude. We don't have to cover it all, but there's some funny stuff. So the Wall Street Journal said Cohen may turn to Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds to plug the money gap.
Yeah.
Okay, like a Middle Eastern prince of oil or something. You're gonna get them to help with your money gap.
He's trying to find the funds because it's because their market cap is so much lower than eBay's. So much lower. So he's like trying to think of all these new these different ways to like pull the revenue where he could like.
Dude, it gets better. Like my favorite one is this is why I think maybe it's not actually about eBay. It's actually about GameStop because in a publicity stunt, Cohen said he is selling stuff on eBay to pay for eBay.
Yeah, and they banned him, didn't they?
Did they? I haven't gotten that far yet.
I think so.
Dude, he's like, it says presumably in a bid to position himself as the company's savior.
Yeah, so dumb, dude.
So funny. And then he has a stake of over 9% and was its biggest individual shareholder. Cohen has they say Cohen has a crappy business and he is milking it the best he can while taking advantage of the meme stock phenomenon to raise cash and wait for an opportunity to make a big buy of a real growing cash cow business. So I mean, now it's like the knives are out. Like that's.
Yep. No, I heard they banned him on eBay, which is funny.
That is pretty funny, but I mean, can you like going from like a Middle Eastern prince trying to get like the financing for it to selling stuff on eBay, getting called a crappy business.
I know. Yeah, dude. I know, dude. Yeah, dude. Like you said, the knives are out, bro. Like it's
they're either like actually fighting, or this is like a great publicity stunt that's drawing business attention to both eBay and GameStop.
And GameStop, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could definitely see that.
Oh yeah,
because GameStop needs it, especially. So.
Yeah, I mean they wouldn't be around if the stock thing didn't happen a few years ago. You know, like the whole to the moon
I
thing.
think
like,
you're right. Actually,
they were because the like big traders were short selling them. Like they were basically going to crash their stock and crash the business.
Right.
And then like gamers and people kind of rose up against that and kept them around, and they've been around ever since. But yeah, it very well could be. I don't know.
Yeah. But all right. And our last bit of news, Sega has apparently canceled their $882 million, so almost $1 billion super game. But they also detail other games in this report. So yeah, back in 2021, I think it is. And it was like 5 years ago, I want to say. They announced this super game that they were putting like a big budget around. And we kind of thought it was just some massive single-player game. That's kind of what everyone kind of leaned towards. But then we kind of, as they say here, this comes from Game Informer. We learned that the super game was just a title that Sega used to describe various games with large budgets. So, in the 5 years since the super game announcement, we never did learn exactly what these games were. There was no formal announcement or titles associated with the descriptor. But now, thanks to Sega's latest financial earnings report, it's clear we'll likely never know. On the review of the gas page, Sega has a short line that reads, decided to cancel Super Game, noting that the company did not incur additional costs as a result of the cancellation for quarter 3 of its 2026 fiscal year. And as I say here, that's all she wrote. Yeah, so they did plan. So people, when they canceled this, people were scared that they were canceling their upcoming slate. Because if you remember, Kyle, a few years back, Sega announced this revival of all their old IP, like Golden Axe, Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
There was like little short, tiny little teasers of them. So people got worried. Kind of, well, me included, that they were canceling all that. But no, I guess these are still on track. They're still being worked on and will release. So it was probably good. It sounds like that super game was going to be a game, almost like a game launcher that would just launch several other games, almost like a Fortnite-esque type of game.
Oh.
That's what it was sounding like. Yeah, there were some other details here.
Okay.
Yeah, so because it says here, so though Sega doesn't name any games specifically, it says that in its Q3 2027 fiscal year forecast, it expects to launch 4 new titles based on mainstay IPs, suggesting that it might be planning to launch 4 of the aforementioned games within the next fiscal year. Aforementioned games are Stranger Than Heaven, Persona 4 Revival, Total War Warhammer 40K, Total War Medieval 3, new Virtua Fighter game, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, and a new Alien Isolation sequel. So we'll see. I am excited for a new Golden Axe, Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage. Those 3 especially excite me. So I'm glad that those are still being developed for. But yeah, I know people also really liked that Alien Isolation. I did not, but I know it's popular.
Is that
That
the one where
Stranger
the
Than Heaven
alien
game.
follows you around?
Yeah, and you gotta like run from it. You gotta like hide and run. You don't really ever fight
Okay.
it. I think you can like
Yeah.
set some traps, but otherwise you're pretty much running and hiding from the alien.
Yeah.
So and I
Okay.
just didn't
That's the
like
one
that
I
kind of
thought.
gameplay. Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't for me, but a lot of people did like it. Stranger Than Heaven will take place across 5 different time periods, that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for that game, definitely. But
In Japan, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, not a lot of news there. Just that they canceled that huge, almost $1 billion project, which is crazy. I wonder if one day we'll learn what exactly that was. But
Yeah, I don't know. I see Warhammer 40,000 in there, though. I know Henry Cavill will like that.
yeah, I know he's a big. Yeah, he likes that. He likes games in general. That guy. He's
Yeah.
a big gamer. So
Yeah, definitely. And like one of his favorite things is Warhammer, at least according to his posts on Instagram.
oh really?
Yeah, he like paints minifigs and stuff from like Warhammer and everything. So
Oh, he's a
he's like a
nerd. I
big.
like it.
Yeah, I think when the Warhammer Space Marine 2 game dropped, he was playing that a whole bunch. Like, could you imagine getting online in a match and like Henry Cavill's your squad mate?
He's your bud. Yeah, you're like, dude. I feel like, whoa, dude.
Superman?
Yeah, yeah.
You're,
I played with Superman.
you're gonna carry us through this raid right now, or I forget what they're called, but
Speaking of which, that's free on the catalog. We should play it, team up in that game sometime, Kyle. That Space
Space
Marine
Marine?
2. Yeah.
I've had it. I love that game. It's so good.
Oh, so you've already played through it. Okay, never mind.
I haven't played through it. I actually played through part of it, and then I was playing it with another friend, and we were gonna try to play through it, but then like just never got around to beating it. So I'm like a third of the way through. So
Okay. Well, if you ever want to team up,
right?
I'm down.
I do because that game's a lot of fun. Like it,
Okay.
it plays really well. There's so many bad guys to rip through. Like it's just super gruesome and awesome.
Cool. Yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah, no, it
Well,
was a good play.
let's see. Did we go through everything, Kyle? Was that everything?
Um,
No. I missed the
almost.
Xbox thing.
Yes.
It's okay. I'll go through really quick. So there's a report, Kyle, going on. This comes from Jess Gordon from Windows Central, that Xbox could be working on a system to turn physical games into digital licenses. So that's interesting. Because the world is going digital, like more quicker
Yeah.
than ever. And so it says here now Xbox could be working on a new system called Positron that may allow players to turn their physical Microsoft games into digital licenses. The information comes from, yeah, like I said, it comes from Jez Corden. And according to Corden, based on the little information currently available, the system could work as a way to transform physical games into digital licenses. There are still not many details about the project, understandably, and it is still unclear exactly what it is. Corden also said that it might not be exactly as it seems right now, whatever that means. So, yeah, he believes the idea could make sense because he also expects Project Helix to be a hybrid system between a PC and a console without a disk drive. So, yeah, that's the big rumor
Yeah.
going around, is that the next Xbox Helix is not going to have a disk drive. It's going to be all digital. So
Maybe it's gonna have like a laser on the front, and you take your game and you like put it up there, and it scans it, and it just says,
yeah,
"Okay, unlocks access to whatever game this is."
and then it would just like make that disc useless because I mean then that would kind of destroy the used market game market,
Yeah.
right? Couldn't it?
No, I was thinking like how would they do that? Like how do they know one disc
That's
from
what I
another
yeah.
one? Like they would have to unlock the license and I don't know, like you said, maybe destroy the disc. Like maybe the disc gets burned.
They just send out a little laser, just melts the disc. It just melts the disc.
Turns into like a little keychain out the backside.
Yeah. Just I just it's just so funny because it's like what I can't think of how this would work and how they would do this. It's,
That's why Jez Corden says it may not be exactly as it seems right now.
do you mail in your disc and they keep the disc and they give you like a code back like in your email? That's what I can think of like maybe that way, Kyle.
Oh, maybe.
Would that kind of make sense? Like you give them the
I
disc, they keep the
mean,
disc, destroy it, and they just give you like an email code for the game.
maybe. I don't know. I feel like we're a digital age. Mailing something in like that, I feel like that's
Right? It's like who
I don't know.
mailing it in? What's that?
Yeah, like you haven't mailed something in a long time,
Yeah, yeah. No, I haven't either.
like since box tops.
Yeah. Oh, box tops. Yeah. Oh, shout out to whoever gets that reference.
These poor kids these days, man, they'll never know what it's like to send in 100 box tops and have to wait like 6 weeks to get your prize back from the manufacturer.
Yep. Oh yeah. Painful. So yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. I would love to see how this one pans out. This rumor, if
Yeah.
it's true, I want to see how they do it. Very curious about this one, Kyle.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
am too. I mean, I can't think of a like how they would do it other than honestly like mailing it in, but that
Um,
seems so
yeah,
medieval.
because I wonder how PS6, because PS6 I think will not launch with a disc drive, but you can buy one separately.
Of
Because
course.
right, well, I just think they want to kind of give the option and just to keep the cost down of the console itself to people. I don't know. It's just weird because they're gonna have to offer some solution as far as physical media because I noticed people on PlayStation definitely more than the others prefer physical media. Well, maybe not Nintendo. I would say Nintendo and Sony, their player bases definitely prefer physical over digital, whereas Microsoft, like Xbox, they definitely lean more towards digital by quite a bit, I believe. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think that's it, Kyle. I
Yeah.
think that's all the news we got.
Awesome.
Any
Yeah.
closing thoughts?
Um, other than to let everybody know that they should go take advantage of the 40th anniversary Top Gun re-releases and go see them
That's
because
good.
they're
That
awesome.
is good advice. Yeah. I might. I kind of want to see that Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat 2.
I did not know that they were doing a new Mortal Kombat movie until I saw the poster at the movie theater. And I was
Oh,
like,
really? That's so
yeah.
funny.
I'm like, what is this? Because I saw the Street Fighter trailer,
Oh yeah.
but I hadn't seen the Mortal Kombat one. So now I know, and yeah, it's I don't know, it's Mortal Kombat. So,
Yeah. It's Mortal Kombat.
but yes, go see Top Gun. Let us know in the comments when you do see it and how much you love it. Um,
I concur.
yeah,
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think. But all right, everybody, that will do it for today's episode. Hey, if you're new or checking us out for the first time, consider throwing us a like, possibly subscribing. It would help us and the channel out a lot. So until next time, guys, hey, stay leveled, stay looting, and we will catch you at the next save point. Peace.